The TOLD I-4 is a standardized norm reference test that measures the oral language skills of most children between the ages of 8 and 17 and 11 months. The test was designed for English-speaking children and is unbiased for ethnicity, race, and gender. Children who are unable to follow directions, formulate acceptable oral responses, or who cannot pass the practice items within the test would not be eligible to take the test and get an accurate assessment of their abilities. The TOLD I-4 consists of the examiner's manual, the examiner record forms, the picture book, and a storage box. The examiner's manual provides the examiner with explicit details on all aspects of the TOLD I-4. It explains how the test was developed, contains an analysis of the studies used to measure the test's validity, reliability, and norming, gives the examiner basic administrating instructions of the test, and is used to find tables necessary for scoring. Tables will help convert raw scores into subtest standard scores, percentile scores, and age equivalency scores. The examiner record booklet is the heart of the TOLD I-4 because it contains complete information on administration and scoring of the subtests. Administration and scoring instructions for the 6 subtests are all found inside this booklet. On the front cover, there are 4 sections. Identifying information includes specific information about the student and about the individual giving the test. The student's name, gender, exact age, and grade, as well as the examiner's name and title are included. Subtest performance is a compilation of all the raw scores for each subtest and their corresponding age equivalents, percentile ranks, scaled scores, and descriptive terms. Composite performance is the transfer of the scaled scores of each subtest collected from the previous subtest performance section. The scaled scores that make up each composite are summed and recorded in the sum of scaled scores oval. This summed value is converted into an index and a percentile rank. Descriptive terms is the table that compares the student's performance to their peers using a scale ranging from very superior to very poor using the scaled scores and index scores recorded in the above sections. The picture book is only used during one subtest, picture vocabulary. It contains 9 picture cards, each containing 6 pictures. The student is instructed to point to the picture that is best described by a 2-word phrase the examiner states. The TOLD I-4 is made up of 6 subtests that are broken down into semantic features, grammatical features, and linguistic features. They are administered in this order: sentence combining, picture vocabulary, word ordering, relational vocabulary, morphological comprehension, and multiple meanings. Justina Bieber is 11 and a half years old and is in the 6th grade at XYZ Middle School. She had an unremarkable birth. Her mother was diagnosed with dyslexia early in childhood and received services. Recently, her parents were concerned with her inability to perform well in school and on her homework. Justina's obvious signs of disorganized sentences, poor oral expression, and slow learning style have caused academic concern. Justina's teacher has referred her after noticing her grades falling and her inability to formulate sentences when asking for help. Due to the family's history, they agreed to get her tested with concerns that she may also be dyslexic. Subtest 1, Sentence Combining, integrates both listening and speaking ability. It also measures syntax because the client must combine 2 simple sentences into a compound sentence. Example: I like milk, I like cookies. Expected response: I like milk and cookies.
I'm going to say some sentences. I want you to listen carefully, then put the sentence together. Make one sentence out of the sentences. Make your sentences as short as you can. For example, if I say I am big and I am tall, you could say I am big and tall. You make one sentence and you make it as short as you can. Now you try. I like cake, I like ice cream.
I like cake and I like ice cream.
Yes, but can you make that sentence shorter?
I like cake and ice cream.
Good job. I like cake and ice cream. I made one sentence out of 2. Now let's begin. I like cake and ice cream. Yes, but can you make that sentence shorter? I like cake and ice cream. Good job. I like cake and ice cream. I made one sentence out of 2. Now let's begin. I like cake and ice cream. Good job. I like cake and ice cream. I made one sentence out of 2. I like milk. I like cookies.
I like milk and I like cookies.
Okay. We like to run. We like to play.
We like to run and I like to play.
The horse was ridden by Monica. The horse was ridden by Tyler.
The horse was ridden by Tyler.
The subtest was discontinued because the client made 3 consecutive errors. For correct answers, mark a 1 on the record sheet. For incorrect answers, mark a 0. Subtest 2, Picture Vocabulary, measures listening and vocabulary, often referred to as receptive vocabulary. The format of the test is point to the picture of the words I say.
I want to see how many words you know. Some of the words I'm going to ask you about will be easy and some will be hard. If you don't know some of the words, just say, I don't know what that means. If you think you know the word but aren't sure, go ahead and guess. It's okay to guess. Ready? Let's begin. Look at all of these pictures. Point to the picture that best goes with these words. Monkey see. Good. Now I'm going to say some more words. Be sure to look at each of the pictures carefully. Some of the pictures are used more than once, some pictures are not used at all. Point to the picture that best goes with tail wagger. Good. Point to the picture that best goes with hibernating mammal.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Point to the picture that best goes with branch swinger.
I think.
Good. Point to the picture that best goes with bird chaser. Good. Point to the picture that best goes with grizzled carnivore.
I didn't learn those words. I don't know that.
Okay. Point to the picture that best goes with playful primate. Good. Point to the picture that best goes with abrasive surface. Okay. Point to the picture that best goes with keen-edged. Point to the picture that best goes with Ursa's posing. Okay. The next card. Point to the picture that best goes with crummy crunchies. Good job. Point to the picture that best goes with bundled straw. Good. Point to the picture that best goes with tooth extractor.
Tooth. There.
Good. Point to the picture that best goes with balancing act.
Balance.
Good. Point to the picture that best goes with oral hygienist.
I don't know that.
Okay. Point to the picture that best goes with kernel covered.
There.
Good. Point to the picture that best goes with cavity maker. Good. Point to the picture that best goes with calories galore. Point to the picture that best goes with concentrated calories. Good. Point to the picture that best goes with amazing maze.
Corn maze? Maybe.
Point to the picture that best goes with Barrel Fair.
That.
Each picture card should be discontinued after 2 consecutive mistakes. For correct answers, mark a 1 on the record sheet. For incorrect answers, mark a 0. Subtest 3, Word Ordering, integrates both listening and speaking abilities, but is primarily an organizing task. The examiner says a series of randomly ordered words and asks the client to reorder them into a complete sentence. Example: your, is, name, what. Expected response: what is your name?
I'm going to say some words that you must make into a sentence. Use all of the words and put them together to make a sentence. For example, big, am, I. Can you change the words around to make a sentence? You could say, I am big, or am I big? Let's try another. Name is my Justina. Can you make a sentence?
My name is Justina.
Good job. Home, go, let's.
Let's go home.
Good. Party, fun, was, the.
Was the party fun?
Good. Come, us, with.
Oh, come with us.
Good. Hard, rained, it.
It rained hard.
Good. Your, is, name, what.
What is your name?
Good. Cake, eat, your.
Eat your cake.
Good. Game, who, the, one.
Game one. Who?
Good. There, who, is.
The test should be discontinued if the client makes 3 consecutive errors. For correct answers, mark a 1 on the record sheet. For incorrect answers, mark a 0. Subtest 4, Rational Vocabulary, is essentially an organizing task. It also involves listening ability. The client must tell how 3 words listed by the examiner are alike. Example: hot, warm, cold. Expected response: temperature.
I'm going to say 3 words that are alike in some way. I want you to tell me how they are all alike. For example, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. These are all days of the week. This is how they are all alike. Now you try some. Red, brown, green. How are they alike? They are all colors. Dog, horse, cat.
Those are animals.
Good. Ocean, lake, pond.
Water.
Good. Venus, Mars, Saturn.
They're in the solar system.
Okay, good. Octagon, hexagon, pentagon.
Shapes.
Good. Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic.
Water.
Okay, good. North, south, east.
They're on the compass. They're all directions. Directions?
Good. Elm, cedar, oak.
I don't know.
Okay. Ton, pound, ounce.
How heavy something is.
Good. Ox, mule, hog.
Pigs.
Okay. Perch, bass, trout.
Fish.
Good. Love, hate, anger.
Those are feelings.
Good.
Again, the test should be discontinued if the client makes 3 consecutive errors. For correct answers, mark a 1 on the record sheet. For incorrect answers, mark a 0. Subtest 5, Morphological Comprehension, is primarily a listening task. The client has to identify whether or not sentences have correct grammar. Example, the clinician says, "Those boys is happy," and then asks, "Is that sentence correct or incorrect?" Expected response, incorrect.
I'm going to say some sentences. Some of the sentences are correct, some are incorrect. You tell me if the sentence is correct or incorrect. Let's try one. I see you. Is that correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Yes, that's correct. Let's try another. Me play ball. Is that correct or incorrect?
That's incorrect.
Yes, that's incorrect. Those boys is happy.
Those boys is happy. No. Incorrect.
Good. We maked some pudding.
No. Wrong. Incorrect.
Good. We haven't no candy to give her.
That's correct.
Okay. They like school. Is that
That's correct.
Good. He done the dishes already.
He done the dish. Incorrect.
Good. They was all here for breakfast.
They was all here. That's incorrect.
Okay. He drinked the cola.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Carla don't like school.
That's correct.
Okay. It doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah, that's correct.
He is tall.
Yep, that's correct.
She is the faster runner of them all.
That's correct again.
Marcus don't run fast.
Marcus don't run fast. Marcus don't run. No. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Administer the first 10 items regardless of the client's performance. Then, discontinue if the client misses 3 out of 5 items. For correct answers, mark a 1 on the record sheet. For incorrect answers, mark a 0. Subtest 6, Multiple Meanings, measures vocabulary, especially the knowledge of homophones. It requires considerable organizing and speaking ability. The examiner says a simple word that has 2 or more meanings, and the client must name as many as they can. Example, clinician says scent. Expected response, money, smell, dispatch.
Sometimes the word we use in speaking will have 2 or more meanings. For example, the word sun can mean the bright hot star in the sky, which provides the earth with daylight, or it can mean a boy child. On this subtest, I will say a word and I'd like you to tell me as many meanings as you can for that word. Let's practice with this one. See.
I see you with my eyes and a boat on the sea.
Good. Scent.
I sent mail. I sent some mail and like quarters and pennies.
Good. Steal.
I'm gonna steal from you. I'm gonna steal something.
Okay.
And I feel like something like really hard, like metal, like a metal thing.
Okay. Heel.
Heel? Like telling a dog to like heel. Heel.
Okay.
You healed me when I was sick.
Okay.
High heel.
Okay. Dough.
Play-Doh, like mushy, like maybe like something like really mushy.
Good job.
cookie dough. And like that song that goes like doe, a deer. Maybe a doe is a deer. Or an animal. Right. Right.
Okay.
And like write papers.
Administer all items. Mark a check in the box next to each correct definition stated by the client. If the client provides a definition that is not listed but is correct, write it in the space provided.